Good afternoon. I'm Simon Olech with Franciscan Beat News. Here are your headlines for Friday, February 28th. In local news, new updates have emerged from yesterday's early morning fire in Mingo Junction. The incident occurred on the 600 block of Commercial Street, where firefighters rescued a man stuck inside a burning building. The fire was first reported at 1 a.m., prompting a quick response from the fire department, as well as volunteers from neighboring departments and police forces. The incident destroyed both the apartment building and an adjacent unoccupied building, which are said to be unsalvageable. The responders rescued Walter "Bub" Beal, who was stuck inside the building and, according to the Mingo Assistant Chief Nick Moore, was scaling the building and close to jumping. As the firefighters arrived, thankfully, he was rescued and immediately taken to the WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center by the Brooke County Emergency Response Team to be treated for any smoke-related issues. Mayor Judy Ruckman praised the firefighters, saying that they did an excellent job. The mayor also expressed sympathy for Walter Beal and is planning on setting up a fundraiser to provide financial assistance. On a more positive note, the Weirton Restaurant Week is set to start on Sunday, offering residents the opportunity to sample various foods and beverages from local restaurants. The event is sponsored by the top of West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as the Weirton Area Chamber of Commerce. It was originally planned for February 2nd to 8th. However, water issues pushed it back to early March. There will be some 20 restaurants present, including T. Kościuszka Hall, DJ's Barbecue Ribs and Grill, and Basil's Sports Bar. In national news, President Trump met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in the Oval Office earlier today to discuss the conflict in Europe and possible negotiations. This comes shortly after talks of a ceasefire and possible rare minerals deal began. The meeting included many other members of Trump's cabinet, including Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. During the discussion, Trump and Vance blasted Zelensky for gambling with the possibility of World War III and the lack of thankfulness and respect for U.S. support. Trump also mentioned that he began the confines of a deal and will continue to work hard, while also pointing to the prior administration's incompetence during the war. Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa were found dead on Wednesday in their Santa Fe home. The couple were found by a maintenance worker who showed up to do routine work, calling 911 after noticing a lack of movement from the couple. Authorities are investigating the incident and are waiting for an autopsy and carbon monoxide testing results. The couple had apparently been dead for multiple days, maybe even weeks, with no indication of foul play. However, there was an open prescription bottle and pills found on a countertop near Arakawa. The story is still developing, with more updates to come. On Thursday, the German government launched a counseling service for people affected by conspiracy theories. This comes a couple days after Vice President Vance's speech in Munich, blaming Europe for abandoning free speech. German Federal Minister of the Interior Nancy Faeser stated that conspiracy narratives go hand in hand with lies and disinformation in a press release, demonizing them as a potential trigger for violence. This policy has been flagged as Orwellian, especially since Germany already has very strict speech laws, even arresting people for language deemed false or hateful. Now let's take a look at our weather report. Today, we felt a high of 49 degrees and a low of 32 degrees, with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, the temperature will slightly decrease to a high of 47 degrees, but plummet down to low of 18 degrees, again with partly cloudy skies. On Sunday, we are set to have a high of 31 degrees and maintain a low of 18 degrees, so make sure to plan for the colder weather. Thank you for tuning in to this Franciscan Beat News Brief. We'll see you next week. Good night, and God bless.